Hello friends, I'm your friend MG from my channel Server Guruji. Today I'm going to tell you what is AD, Active Directory. It is a directory services which is developed by Microsoft domain network. It holds the information of users, computers, OU, printers and group etc. It is included in most Windows Server operating system such as a set of process and services. Initially, Active Directory was used only for centralized domain management. We have two types of domain network. First one is a peer-to-peer and second one is a client server architecture. Every company wants to monitor their users performance, their employee performance. They want to provide some restrictions. So with the help of Active Directory we can do the same things. We can make a centralized environment. We can set up group policy that our data will be safe. No one can theft through USB pen drive or any other third party tools. So we can block through the Active Directory. With the help of Active Directory we can set lots of policies on there and set them other things. So this is the directory services which is provided by Microsoft, and it comes into server operating system. Microsoft launch two types of operating system. First one is a desktop level operating system. Second one is a server level operating system. Server is level is a which is runs in a server operating system. Also we can install the server operating system into desktop, but it's not a good server operating system, basically designed for the servers. So what is the directory database? Active Directory database directly contains information about the AD object in the domain. Common types of AD objects include users, computer, applications, printers and share folder. Some object can contain other object, which is why you see AD described and hierarchical. In particular, organization often simplify the administrator by organize AD object into organizational units, which is called OU. When we are going to deploy the policy in computers and users, we cannot deploy the policy into a single users and single computers. With the help of OU, organization unit, we can set the policy over the systems and users. How is Active Directory structured? Okay, let's start the installation of the Active Directory. We require a Windows Server operating system on the there, and minimum requirement is that we require a IP address, LAN card, IP address, host name should be configured, IP static IP should be configured on there, and also LAN card. It is very important part. Let's start. We will discuss later, running at the installation time. So I already configured the Windows. I already installed the Windows Server. There are two. I have done a installation done of two servers. First name is a D1 PDC. Second one D2 PDC. So let's start. We just open the Server Manager. Nowadays Microsoft provide a dashboard which is called Server Manager. Just click on Add Roles and Features and click on next. Here we are going to configure AD role, Active Directory roles on here. So there is an option Active Directory domain services which is called ADDS. Just select it and next, provide and proceed. Click on next. It will take 1 minute only, not much too much time. Also we are going to configure here, because we are configure here DC and ADC. What is a ADC? DC is a main domain controller which have all FSMO roles. We will talk about the FSMO roles later. Today I will tell you that what is DC and ADC. ADC is a just backup of our DC. If our first domain controller, root domain controller goes down, how our users will authenticate? So every company have a backup of our domain controller which is called ADC. So I am going to become as well as ADC server here. The same process. Just open the Server Manager dashboard, select Active Directory domain services and click next, and install. During installation we will talk about the see, you can ADDS role has installed successfully. Now click on prompt this server to a domain controller. As I am talking about the ADDS, it's a very important part, and every company have nowadays have a AD database. Also, we can click here from the server. So this is our first time. We just design build a servers, and we are going to structure our company. So just choose and add a new forest. Make sure you have, don't forget, when you are configuring DC, we are configuring root server, which is called main server. So add a new forest. Here we have to enter our server name, which will be india.in. This is my company name. Let's provide. Okay. Here we have to provide the password. When we are going to restore, suppose by mistake we deleted any object from the active directory and we want to recover that object, so we will restart the server on a active directory restore mode. That time DSRM password are required, so make sure you didn't forget it. Password should be important, very important part of over here. Active Directory database file name is ntds.dit. ntds means New Technology Directory Services Directory Information Tree. What is the NetBIOS domain name? India is the NetBIOS domain name of the. Means when you are going to login of your domain server, so you just enter the India/username. You can be able to into domain environment. This is the directory database of the AD logs file and sysvol folder, which is very important for restore the domain information. Sysvol folder. Next, we are also our this server is almost ready. Okay, click on install. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. It is Microsoft has improved the many things after 2008. Nowadays Microsoft has released a latest operating system, which is a 2019, and which is very faster and have some new feature which is called cloud technology. Microsoft has launched under it. Some of my friends were asking me that what is the IP address. IP address is a internet protocol which is helps to identify our machine into the network. If you don't know about what is the IP address, so IP address helps to identify your machine into the network. So it is very important part. IP address have 3 classes: class A, class B, and class C, and all have a different range in each classes. Okay, it's almost completed. Let's wait. Here also have the same function. Server will be rebooted after completion, so it will take not much more time. It will take limitation time, only 30 or 40 seconds. And so this is our root server is almost ready. This will become a ADC. After become a ADC, we can transfer 1 or 2 roles in ADC server. So our server will be work as a NLB, network load balancer. One permission is there. AD have a 5 FSM roles, which is called flexible single master operation role. Each role have a their important task. Yeah, how is Active Directory structured? AD has 3 main trees: domain, trees, and their forest. A domain is a group of related users, computers, and other AD objects. Such as all the AD objects of your company, head office, multiple domains can be combined into a tree, and multiple trees can be grouped into a forest. Keep in mind that a domain in a management boundary, the object for a given domain are stored in a single database and can be managed together. A forest, it is a security boundaries. Object in different forests are not able to interact with each other unless the administrator of each forest create a trust between them. For instance, if you have a multiple jointed business units, you probably want to create multiple forests. Okay, so I think all it is almost ready. So when we are going to configure ADC server, we have to put IP address of the domain controller in the network ADC server. So this is IP of our root server 192.168.1.100. If our main server will goes down and we already set the secondary servers into our client machine, so they will be provide authentication through our ADC server. This is the importance point. Okay, let's start on a ADC server. Just click on prompt. Here we can see, here we will not choose a add a new forest, no. Here we will choose a add a new domain to an existing forest, this one. If we are going to configure CDC or other tree server, so we can choose this one, or if we are going to configure ADC servers, we just choose first one, add a domain controller to an existing domain. So here we just have we have to enter the domain name. What is it? Also we have to enter credential of the server. Let's wait till the completion task. If our server has ready, so it will get, else it will provide the error. I hope. First time it will take time because it's a domain has configured, so it set the old policies through AD. So it is very important through AD we can set the group policy over the network, over the computers, over the systems. We can set two types of group policy, user level environment and computer level environment. Both we can deploy. If our server is ready, so definitely we will get a domain name over here, else we have to cancel it and try again, because our server is still yeah, it's ready. We can choose and okay, it's a finding. Next. Oh, still it's waiting. We have to cancel it and try once again. It's almost completed. Choose first one only, enter the name. Okay, not yet. Okay, it's taking time. How much? Okay, let's see what is the status of our roles. Open command prompt and where we can check the roles. So run the ncpa.cpl. Here we run the command which is called netdom query space fsmo. Also nslookup space india.n. If we enter this command, if our server is ready, so it will provide the IP address. Okay, our server is ready. Now we are going to build the servers. India.in, enter the credential here. Okay, select the domain name. Okay, and click next. Definitely it's the same password, DSRM. We have to enter the password. It is very important. Make sure you don't forget the password, else you cannot restore the AD objects. Same database will be created here also. It's almost completed. Not take much more time. Not take much more time. It's yeah. Proceed to installation. It will take here. Now we can see the roles. We can run again the roles command. Mhm. We cannot see after the build. We can see the roles here. I can show you. This is the query. It will show the where it is located. D1 PDC sub forest root server name, and there is schema master, domain master, PDC, RID, infrastructure. All are on the main domain controller. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe my channel. And if you have any comments, so please pass the comment. I will try to provide a video on that. If you need anything else, so let me know. Thank you. Thanks for watching.